What the Flick, everybody? Ben Mankiewicz, Turner Classic Movies, joined by, as always, Christy Lemire from the Associated Press,
Hi.
looking very cute in Echo and California.
It's true, too. It has the added benefit of being true.
Which means I am a whore.
In California.
And Matt Atchity from Rotten Tomatoes. Also, Ebert Presents at the movies, of course.
But I'm not a whore on that show.
No.
Just here.
So the movie is The Eagle with Channing Tatum and Jamie Bell from Billy Elliot.
Our new commander, Marcus Aquila.
4th Cohort of Gauls, 2nd Legion.
This your first command, sir?
It is.
Ready? On my command!
Channing Tatum plays a Roman centurion who is the son of the commander of the lost 9th Legion, who disappeared in Britain in something like 117 AD.
Who cares? Long time ago.
Mystery to this day. And he decides to reclaim his family's honor. He's going to go and track down the standard of the 9th, which is the titular eagle.
The eagle has landed, and the eagle is totally gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with it at all. We'll get to that shortly. Christy, your thoughts here on The Eagle?
This is a gorgeous movie.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting contrast in looks aesthetically. If I may play the game I enjoy so well.
You do.
Name that cinematographer. Anthony Dodd Mantle, Oscar winner for Slumdog Millionaire, shoots all of Danny Boyle's stuff. But there's sort of a gritty kind of tactile, substantive look to it. But it also at times feels like a Terrence Malick movie where it's like dreamlike and ethereal, and there's sort of a softness to the grass and the water. And there's a scene very early on where they're going upriver, and it's like right at the level where the boat hits the water, and it's just kind of mesmerizing.
Well, you know,
it's gorgeous.
As we started to talk about earlier about whether this is a sword and sandal epic, and it doesn't feel epic, and that's one reason why I liked it better than I thought I might, because it doesn't it doesn't feel gladiator-ish.
No big CGI battles.
Right, and in fact, if I remember correctly, there was a cessation of music for some of the battlefield scenes, and they felt narrow almost, and that I thought added some. They felt very personal, and that added something to those battle scenes and made them sort of resonate a lot more, at least for me. And I thought that was good in this case, and so it didn't feel as sweeping, and it felt more personal, and that it made it have a bigger impact and made the characters sort of come alive a little more.
Well, I would not necessarily say that all the characters come alive, because as much as I like Channing Tatum.
No, come alive. Let me.
Oh, I see.
Come alive more than they would have.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, because Channing Tatum, I like him a lot, and I like that he can defy his pretty boy looks. He's great at something like A Guide to Recognizing Their Saints. He's the best thing in The Dilemma.
He's the best thing in
The Dilemma. If there's a good thing in The Dilemma, it's Channing Tatum. There's just not a whole lot to his character. I mean, he's noble.
No, there's one thing to his character.
We'll get to that. No, he's noble and he's brave, and he makes difficult decisions that his men question and ends up being right, and he earns their loyalty that way. He's driven to restore his family's name, which has been sullied by losing the eagle on the other side of the wall. But yeah, who is he really? What are his fears? Are they the same as Justin Bieber's fears? Are they different?
No, his fears are that he's going to get discovered as being sort of a Roman centurion who is totally gay.
Let's just talk about that now.
There would be no fear about being discovered.
This is as gay as Brokeback Mountain without the spitting on your hand. I mean, I thought at one point, I was like, for the love of God, guys, and this was early in the movie, I'm like, just kiss. Just make out, man, because you're gay for each other. And by the way, I mean, and I wanted him to, because I thought all of a sudden, I thought at the moment, like when he gets injured and his slave, Jamie Bell, Donald Sutherland, who seems like, by the way, the benevolent gay uncle, and he's hurting the leg, and the doctor's performing the sort of barbaric surgery that they performed in the year 140, where I figure anyone who had to have surgery, I'd be like, you know what, just let me die this way, because whatever surgery you're about to perform is going to kill me today. So and the pain obviously is horrible, and they're like, Donald Sutherland tells Jamie Bell, or the doctor says, hold him down. And I'm like, hey, come on. And everything is so homoerotic. It's incredible. I can't believe you guys missed this.
Is it possible he's just holding him down because someone said, hold him down.
No.
It's gonna hurt like hell. So he's gonna hold him down.
No
Is
love
that it?
interest in this whatsoever. They have these longing
has
looks at
time?
each
There are
other.
no women.
Right, there are no women because these guys are totally gay. They wrestle, and then there's like, okay, look, now I'm going a little overboard, but they're like, and then Jamie Bell says to Channing Tatum, on your knees.
Get on your knees!
Am I slips? Do as I did for you.
Come on.
So you refute the gay theory?
I didn't see it.
And then the Blue Man Group is in it too. Those guys are pretty gay. I think there's a total gay subtext to this movie. I really mean it. I mean, I'm not kidding around. I think that
I disagree.
if
I
it were
completely
bolder,
disagree.
I think if it was bolder, these guys would have made out. There are no girls in it. There's no romance. And normally a movie like this would have some
I think
sort
you're
of
reading
romance.
too much subtlety into it.
I don't. I think that, by the way, directed by Kevin MacDonald, did
Kevin MacDonald.
Last King of Scotland.
Which is not a subtle movie.
Numbers.
6.
6.5. But even if I had caught the gay subtext, it would still be a 6.5. I'm not penalizing it because there may be gay subtext.
I gave it a 5.5. I'm not because I don't like the gay. I'd give it a. If they'd
Yeah,
been
why don't
bolder.
you like it?
Whatever.
What-
Hater.
No, why don't you like it? Like what is
I do
there-
like it. It's better than average. I just, because I thought the fact that it was personal in those battle scenes made it more personal. That lifted it up, but I still thought it was pretty dull. I would have lifted it up significantly if they'd actually had the balls to make out. Then we'd be looking at a 7, and everybody'd be talking about it.
Well, since we're being so interactive with our website this time around, why don't we ask people who are gay,
Right.
who have seen the movie, hey, do you think the eagle
Or
is gay?
people who are not gay could also answer, right? Gay or nay?
All right, fine. If you see the
our
movie,
game
If you've
show.
seen the eagle, gay or nay?
okay. First of all, there's no way a gay person sees this movie and doesn't think it's totally homo.
Please let us know. I'm curious to know.
Yeah, and tweet it out. But if you're gay, you see this movie, you're going to come out and thinking they're gay, and they should have kissed.
What's our average?
6, which I think is about right. I was probably too low because I have no commitment to anything that I say. So a 6 for the incredibly gay eagle, and so not as good as Justin Bieber.
If you have one movie to see this weekend.
Yeah, see Justin Bieber, which is shockingly less gay.
That's a bold statement.